Hey everyone, welcome to the Two Broke Gamers podcast. I'm Ricky.
And I'm Steve.
Yes, so we got to start off with a somber notes due to the light of what happened this past weekend. We got winds of news that the Nintendo president, Satoru Iwata, had passed away, unfortunately at the age of 55, which is just really, really, really heartbreaking, unexpected too.
It is. I mean, he's the president of Nintendo. He brought us so many games.
Even when he wasn't president, he gave
Even
us
when he
so many
wasn't,
games.
even when he wasn't, he was just a programmer. I mean, one of the big quotes that everyone is going around saying is that, on my business card, I'm the president of a company. In my mind, I'm a programmer, but in my heart, I'm a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
That's like one of the big things that's been going around that he said. So it's true.
And it's tragic. I mean, I thought everything was good with what he had. I know there was a bile duct.
It was a bile duct.
Yeah, I thought was removed and he was being treated. I mean, we saw him on camera, like shortly after that. He looked skinnier, but, as long as he was healthy, that type of thing. And I mean, he didn't come to E3, which makes me wonder if it was a business or if they didn't want to shout out his health so much. It just got me so, just looking at everything back. I don't even want to look like at the last moments of his. I do want to just look at everything he's done. I mean, we wouldn't have Kirby without them, even though it's Sakurai's creation too. But he helped get Kirby out there. He was part of HAL. He got Earthbound out there.
I was going to say, the big one is Earthbound.
Yes, for you, of course.
I mean, there was also Mario
and Pokemon really that he helped. I didn't know about this until all the trivia came out about what he did as far as programming.
In Pokemon Gold and Silver. Yeah, they Game Freak just kind of made the Johto region, and then he compressed their files and was like, "Here, you have enough room on this cartridge to make a whole other region, but Kanto back in it." So he brought us basically another half of a game in Pokemon.
Yeah. And I think the last game he ever worked on was Smash Bros. Melee, and it wouldn't be Melee without him, really. And then it wouldn't have, not that it wouldn't have came out, but it wouldn't have came out on time if he didn't say, you know what, just let me get the whole list.
Yeah, he did a whole bunch of bug testing for it and stuff.
And then he was like, here you go, release it. Like, what? Like, the guy was like a genius when it came to programming.
A genius.
And he didn't become president until the 2002. And of course, he has a lot of consoles under his belt. He's got the GameCube, he's got the Wii, he's got the Wii U, he's got the DS. Game Boy Advance, too, I think, came out about that. I don't know if it came out before or after him. I don't remember. But I know the DS definitely came out after him, which was under the suggestion of the old president, actually, funny enough. And then all the versions, basically, of the DS. So, I do want to bring up, too, about just just about everything about him. The flags were actually down at half staff at Nintendo headquarters in Japan, which I thought was really awesome. Nintendo World actually had a little sign-in thing that you can actually, write stuff and everything else. It was really cool. And as far as like, I don't know, like who he is and who he was, he was an amazing dude. No matter what you want to say about him. I mean, people want to, talk about the disaster that the Wii U was and he should step down and everything else, that type of thing, all the criticisms. But what he brought so far to the table and what was going to happen with mobile was just all, partially his idea. And they're going to continue that legacy, thankfully, Nintendo. And we want to give respects to Iwata and his family out there and, all that. Yeah. Don't know how to segue anywhere else to that, but why not just continue with Nintendo news? This whole part is just going to be Nintendo news because that's really a lot that we got to. The next video is going to be about Evo and all the other gaming stuff, but if you want to stick with Nintendo, you're in the right place. So let's kind of cheer up, huh? Right?
Aha.
It's just tough, man. It really is. And, it is what it is. Let's do it. Let's keep
just
going,
jump right
man.
into it.
Let's just do it, man. All right. So I want to start off with Splatoon. Because Splatoon actually has a new Splatfest thing. I don't know, because you remember we talked about Splatfest?
Yeah.
Cats and dogs, that type of thing. Well, I don't know how I like this new Splatfest that they have. It's coming up this weekend, which is like, ooh, I don't know about that. I gotta watch Evo. I gotta watch Evo. I don't know about this one. But I don't know how I feel about this one in the U.S. because it's going to be roller coasters versus water slides, which I'm like, I don't like either.
No, I like both, but that's dumb. That's like horrible.
I mean, it sounds like they ran out of ideas already. Like,
there's so much. What? That's so retarded. That's awful. Roller coasters versus water slides.
All right, like look at the other stuff that's previously happened. We had udon versus soba, which we talked about from Japan. We talked about the the different type of noodles that they had. Rock versus pop from the European parts, and the U.S. had cats versus dogs. Udon, rock, and dogs had won. the new themes besides here, the Japanese one hasn't been announced yet as far as this recording is concerned. But as far as as far as Europe, they got eating versus sleeping. So
Sleeping for days.
yeah, that's true.
I know there's a lot of people who would say eating though.
That's
That's actually. I mean, it's not.
Maybe
it's not a great one, but it's not the worst either.
Maybe they avoided that for the U.S. because everybody would pick eating.
Ha!
we could joke about ourselves here in the U.S., right?
America.
Fat lazy Americans, right? Right, guys?
I'm not. I'm not. I can't even.
Yeah. Can't even, literally. No.
Literally can't even.
Yes, but I don't like. I don't know how I feel about this because I would probably have to go for a winner at this point, and I feel like roller coasters might be the winner because I don't want to have to pick something I like and then lose because of popularity and all that stuff. Because remember how that worked the last time. Cats won, had the very littlest percentage ever, but they had the most wins, and then we still lost. Like I don't get that. But
logic.
Yeah, but
somehow
I think I'm gonna go for roller coasters anyway. I don't really like roller coasters. I'm that lame, but I don't like water slides because I don't.
I like roller coasters. I like water slides too. It's whatever.
I'm lame. I don't like water. I drown. I can't swim. How about that? I'm that type where like I try to water slide once and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna drown. I can't. Nope, no more slides for me. That's it. Can't do it.
Well, then roller coasters are the easier way for you.
But you know what it is too? Like I don't understand how we can have squids all about water slides if they die in water. Like if you ever play Splatoon and you jump in water, you
jump
die.
in water, you die.
Yeah, which is like so maybe they all should be against that. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Maybe they should pick different categories.
Yeah, I felt like there should have been a lot of different better categories. They just sound like they ran out of ideas. Like there's no reason.
But how could you run out of ideas? There's only been one.
I don't know. It's like like we talked about pizza versus burgers, even like that. If you want to go into food, or like night versus day, maybe like you could have like really simpler. Like, I mean, this sounds
or if you
stupid.
really want to do you can do like a 3-way and do rocks versus paper versus scissors.
That'd be actually pretty cool.
That'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty dope.
That would be.
I'd go rock.
Yeah,
because when I play, I mean, I'm giving away my strategy right now. But whenever I play rock paper scissors, I always go rock. I don't care. I'm always rock.
Even someone who does paper,
I will always go rock.
That's it.
Throw 100 times, 100% rock. 100 rocks.
Wow. So going on from the Splatoon, they also released another map, Moray Towers, which is actually really cool. And I've only played it like a handful of times because I only had one day to play it. And every other time I've gone to Splatoon, they just haven't put the map back. But it's really awesome though. It's really a sniper's den unless you can break through with a Kraken or a bubbler or something. Because beyond that, like there's a spot because it's a leveled. So I know you haven't played it yet. But it's just leveled. So basically, it's just these curves. I think you kind of even see it in this picture. So you're kind of going down like little ramps to the middle area. But the problem is there's an elevation. So if you're a sniper, you can kill basically anybody trying to go from the other side.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you can beat that. But it takes a lot of trying to cover the territory in which that kind of gets harder when, you're kind of losing. So,
yeah.
But I've won on the Moray Tower. It's actually really fun. I like it more so than anything. But I do like the Splatoon stuff that's came out so far. But yeah. So from Splatoon, we go to Amiibo because there's a few Amiibo things. There was Comic-Con last week. Remember that?
Yeah.
And a lot of non-news things came out of it as far as gaming is concerned, but a lot of other movie stuff came out because, I mean, come on now. We don't talk about that, but Suicide Squad looked really interesting.
Sorry. I just got to talk about this because there were 3 movie trailers that people are talking about.
Deadpool
looks like what it is. Deadpool looks like it's going to be hilarious. I don't know how good of a movie it's actually going to be, but I'm going to watch it anyway. The suit.
You're big. You should show your keychain, if anything, or your shirts.
I have my Deadpool keychain, but I also have my Deadpool shirt. I'm not wearing it today.
Yeah.
But Suicide Squad, out of all the trailers, looked like it was me the best movie.
Yeah.
And then
surprisingly.
And then that Superman vs. Batman looks awful. Oh my god.
You know what? I actually do like the trailer.
I think it looks terrible.
I actually think Ben Affleck Batman looks pretty interesting.
I think Ben Affleck Batman is stupid.
But that's because
he's being manipulated by Lex Luthor so hard. You think he'd be smarter than that?
Actually, I didn't know he was. I actually didn't catch that from the trailer. I did catch Lex Luthor being. I don't know, the creepy Lex Luthor. I don't know if I really like that one so much.
I mean, it's whatever. But basically, I mean, I understand where they're going with this. It's kind of like Superman showed up and like everyone's afraid he's gonna take over the planet.
Yeah.
So Lex Luthor went up to Batman like, hey, listen, this guy can take over our planet. Let's work together. Let's kill this guy. And so, but like Batman's totally buying into it.
Yeah, that is strange. That Batman wouldn't really do that. I did like Ben Affleck's character though. I mean, he did look hardcore running into the smoke though. That's that. You told me that's not a hot scene.
The mechanized Batman suit's kind
Which
of
is
weird.
I like that. I think that's like an Iron Man type of thing, but I think I like it.
Well, yeah, it's not Batman though. I don't know. I think that movie looks awful. The Deadpool one looks hilarious, but it's I don't know how good of a movie it's actually going to be. But I'm gonna watch it anyway. And then the Suicide Squad looks really good.
Forget the girl who's playing Harley Quinn, but she looks like she's gonna steal the show. If she really does.
And then Will Smith is gonna be.
He's just Will Smith. Will Smith is Will Smith.
Will Smith playing Will Smith.
Let's be real. I know we're really going off topic, but let's be real. Will Smith is just a bald-headed with a beard. Will Smith playing Will Smith. There's no other way about that. Will Smith is not the greatest actor.
But Jared Leto in his 4 seconds in that trailer.
I want more.
So good.
I want more.
I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to hurt you really badly.
Which is really, everybody found out, figured it out, because I recognized it too. It's a tribute to Jack Nicholson from The Shining, which I thought was amazing. I love that.
But that suicide, I can't even fucking say it. Suicide Squad looks so good.
Say it 5 times fast.
No, I can't even say it once. You want me to say it 5 times? Please.
So, yeah, Comic-Con showed off all that. And they showed off some Amiibos, actually, funny enough. So we actually got our first glimpse, going right back on topic, right? So going right back to it, it's they actually showed pictures of the new Mewtwo Amiibo.
The Mewtwo one looks kind of cool.
I actually did not want it until just now. Because I was like, okay, this is really hot looking. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted it anyway, just because I like Mewtwo.
Yeah.
But definitely, it's a thing.
Yeah, and now also we have some new Amiibo news about the exclusives. Apparently, Dark Pit and Palutino are exclusives to different places. Dark Pit is going to be exclusive to the U.S. and Canada and Best Buys, and in a first time for this company, Palutino is going to be exclusive to Amazon. Yeah.
So you're not going to buy it in store?
Nope.
You have to order it?
Yep.
That's awful.
Well, I mean, Nintendo World. I guess that's the only store you can get it.
That's horrible. That's the worst thing ever.
Why? I mean, people are...
First off, I hate the exclusives as it is.
Okay,
and then you're going to make it so you can't even find it in store. You have to buy it online.
Yeah, it's Amazon. Everybody buys them from Amazon anyway. Or a lot of people do anyway. I mean,
we're the few because that means that Amiibo is now... I mean, well, whatever, but that means that Amiibo is now not... $13.95 after tax. That's a $17 Amiibo because you can only buy it online. You have to ship it.
Well, if it's from that's true. You do have to ship it unless you're paying or unless you got Prime or if you wanted to.
Which if you're paying for Prime, you're paying more than $13.95 because you're paying for Prime.
Oh,
it's not a free service.
Unless you buy $35 worth of Amiibo, then you get free shipping.
I just think the exclusives are stupid as it is. I can't.
You know what? I didn't realize how dumb the Amazon thing was until just now. Because you really are not gonna pay less than like $17.
No,
or $15.
It's gonna be like a $17 to $20 purchase.
Yeah, it's right because you have to pay for shipping no matter what. If you're not gonna pay $35 worth of items and I
don't want Palutena anyway, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
Dark Pit I was interested in, so whatever.
Oh, Best Buy.
Yeah.
So, but Nintendo was probably going to have Palutena too, so you could probably
I don't care about Palutena.
Yeah, you could probably go and look at it for 5 seconds before it's sold out there. So, that's to be real. It's Nintendo World. There's going to be 100 people lining up and going around the corner, so
yeah,
that's definitely going to happen. But, it just... I don't know. I thought I did like the Amazon thing because I thought it just made sense because everybody buys from Amazon anyway. It's just Palutena, and your point of raising it like, okay, Prime and shipping, that kind of sucks. I mean, no taxes for certain places anyway, because certain, Connecticut doesn't pay taxes or something like that. But, whatever. But you're right. And it sucks because now it's like different people or like, I guess it only affects the people who want it first or the people who are, don't want to wait for it to come to me. Because, the people like, first, I got it, here's my pictures and everything. Either that or they got it from Japan already or the U.S. one. People are going to be like, yeah, I'm bragging that it's a race to see who gets it first, that type of thing.
I don't really care. I just want it. I mean, if I want it, I want it. I don't care how I get it or when I get it. I just want it. But that's so dumb.
I actually, like I said, you convinced me into knowing how dumb that is. That really is. Going on from that, we wanted to go to the main Nintendo news because why not, right? There's actually an update. Oh, this video was different yesterday than it was today. But I do know that as far as the PlayStation SNES, the Sony SNES thing, I know the person had an update video where he talked about how he's going to find out about the console in the next couple of weeks because I believe the person's busy. as far as it goes. So so something won't happen until to this console, this prototype, until a week or two from now. And it's like, damn it, really? Really? I granted I understand it because he's got to find the proper plug, because you don't want to just plug in any old plug to the back of this thing and it just fries it, and then it's like, whoops, my
now
bad.
We'll never know.
Exactly.
Shit.
My bad.
Well,
so I understand where this is coming from, but I mean, come on, just kind of find it a little faster, buddy. Come on, man. You're the only one in the world potentially that has this thing if it's real. So you gotta speed up the process, and then you have people debating about it too. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, but he's the dude that's got it, and if it's real, then holy shit, this is gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be pretty dope.
Another follow-up too for Nintendo. We're going to talk about the horrible mess that's been Devil's Third, especially for what it is on for the U.S. because they're still releasing it in the other territories, Japan and Europe. And apparently, this is coming from Unseen64 when they reported that that Nintendo wasn't going to release it. They were the first ones to kind of like talk about it, but then they talked about why. And it looks like it's coming true because this video came out a couple of days ago, and they said that Devil's Third is not a good game, and it has horrible reviews, and you'll find out on the 15th when the actual reviews can come out how bad the game is, and this is probably why Nintendo doesn't want to, Nintendo of America doesn't want to deal with it. Because there was another game, and I forget the game they always refer to, that Nintendo released, and it just was horrible in every single way in every way possible. And they just said that Nintendo's not going to back it because of that reason. Now, it's so far we had one review from Europe that I read so far that was bad. So it looks like it's the rumors are coming true. But I can't pronounce his name and it sucks. Itagaki said that you shouldn't believe the rumors about Devil's Third. Talking about the U.S. and everything. And this is what he said: "Guys, which do you believe, me or such site? The world brims over with lies and rumors. Thanks always, mates." So now it's like, wait, so I'm confused. I don't know what to think of this now. But Nintendo did announce this past weekend, though, too, that this is their tweet. "We know you're eager to hear more about Devil's Third. We are excited to bring the game to the Wii U, and we have more to share soon." So, and then apparently there's a rumor coming from Emily Rogers, who's a known Nintendo blogger. She has written that apparently it may be published in the U.S. by Xseed. And then there's also another rumor, too, that Nintendo may actually publish the game after the backlash. But, who knows at this point? It may be Xseed, it may be Nintendo. We just know that it's been horribly handled as far as I'm concerned. And whether this game is good or bad, I mean, it just I don't know. Maybe we need more reviews, or either that, maybe a limited release. Because if your game is that bad, then kind of just release it. Just let people have their fun with it and let it go. That type of thing. I don't know. I mean it's probably
bad games come out all the time.
Oh yeah, all the time.
They release Assassin's Creed unfinished, basically. They released the Halo, the Master Chief Collection unfinished.
But Nintendo's different, and I think that's why they
want
to...
Right, like, as far as, like, game development these days, this is nothing new.
Yeah.
This is stuff that, I've heard of, bad game came out, whatever. It is what it is.
And I guess Nintendo just wants to kind of keep that reputation, but it's not like they haven't released bad games before, but I think it was just Devil's Third, which just had some other level of badness to it that they were just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know about this one.
Ultimately, it's the opinion of the person playing it.
Yeah, but so far what I've heard is the fact that the controls are horrible, the story makes no sense, and just the graphics themselves aren't even that great either. So it's just got the trifecta of bad. So far, but that's still to be determined. We'll keep an eye on it and see what happens. We'll probably tweet it out.
We'll keep following up on that.
Yeah, because we record the show on Wednesday at this point, so we have a midweek review, and then we have it at some point up on the internet at some point. So, some other things, some final things for Nintendo. We want to talk about DNA. And one update about it is just the fact that we know they're going to release 5 games in the next year or two, because by the end of 2017, they definitely want to release 5 different games on mobile. What we didn't know was the fact that they want to release 5 different games from 5 different IPs. So it's not going to be all Mario games.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like 3 Mario games and like a Zelda thing and something else. Like, no, they're not going to do that. So maybe we're finally going to get our Samus game that we want, our Metroid game.
Metroid game, a Kirby game. Be cool.
Yeah.
I want a Kirby game.
That'd be a pretty cool thing, a Kirby mobile game, something like that. Some sort of dumb thing that'd be really entertaining.
I would love a Kirby game.
I actually really am looking forward to what they do at Metroid if they have a pretty interesting Metroid game for mobile. That'd be really awesome.
If they have a Metroid game.
I think they are. I mean, there's no reason why they shouldn't. Obviously, it's going to be a Mario and Zelda game. That's duh. That's obvious. Beyond that, when you kind of go down the ladder, you kind of have to pick and choose. Obviously, maybe have to go for Metroid. That's how I feel like anyway. And then the other two, like you said, Kirby, which makes a lot more sense than any other game that I would have thought of, because the only thing I have left is Pokemon. But Pokemon with Game Freak is such a separate thing. There's already apps for Pokemon stuff out there. So I don't think
I mean, there's Star Fox, there's Fire Emblem, there's
Fire Emblem could work for mobile.
It's Earthbound.
I don't know if they'll go that far. as much as I would love to, I don't think they'll go that far.
I would love it.
But you have a point about Fire Emblem, because Fire Emblem can really work for mobile audiences, because mobile audiences do like those type of games. Like there are games like that already on mobile and people love those. So Fire Emblem could work for mobile, honestly. Even if it's like not a real legit like full-fledged Fire Emblem game, but some sort of Fire Emblem like game that's kind of like a free to play, or as they call it, free to
download.
Yeah, what the hell was the term?
Free to get?
Free to play. Free to start. There you go.
There
so, who knows? We'll see. But in all honesty, I do feel like Fire Emblem could really work for them too. And I don't know what type of games they're going to be, but apparently, they're not only going to be 5 different IPs, they're going to be 5 different genres too. That's right. So maybe you'll get an RPG, maybe you'll get a side scroller, maybe you'll get an infinite runner, that type of thing. So that's going to be really interesting. I like this where it's going, but give me the damn apps. Come on. This has been promised since like, I know Iwata's been saying it since like what? Before he, obviously passed, but he's been saying it since the Wii came out. We were supposed to have a Miiverse app and everything else. I'm still waiting for that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's coming. I want it. I want to see what Nintendo does, honestly. And I want to see what DeNA does.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's different and not crappy. That's the other thing too. I mean, Nintendo's all about. I know Nintendo's all about quality.
About quality. That's why this whole Devil's Third thing is happening.
Yeah, but I don't know. Whichever. One thing about Mojang, because now I know how to say it properly. It just bugs me.
I still like saying Mojang
because it makes sense.
Yeah.
Nobody.
But Mojang anyway.
Nobody knew what the hell it was until like E3, and everybody had the side pace. It was always called Mojang. Since when the hell was that? Like people was like, wait, what, Mojang? All right, so anyway,
maybe it was Mojang when Notch had it, and then,
probably.
And then Microsoft bought it. I was like, no, we're gonna go Mojang.
And good thing you bring up Notch, because remember how he talked about how the Nintendo consoles thing, he wasn't really gonna bring Minecraft to Nintendo and that type of thing. I forgot what the hell the reason was, but it was being a sarcastic dick about it.
They're lower quality, I guess.
Oh yeah, remember it was like nobody was buying the console or something. Remember he made some sarcastic tweets back in the day.
Like, yeah, he was like, yeah, all 7 of you or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
He's like, sorry guys, I'm not bringing Minecraft to Wii U. Sorry to disappoint all 7 of you, or something like whatever it was.
Yeah, something like that. Or like, I love all 3 games that the Wii U has.
Yeah,
like
that was
like,
it. I love all 3 games, or all 7 games, or whatever it was. I think it was involved in number 7.
Yeah. But it looks like the new COO is going to will like to bring Minecraft to the Wii U and 3DS. So,
make all the little kids happy.
Yeah. So, so this is a quote too. If I had my way, we'd be on everything. We want to continue to be available to all players, and that means being on new platforms because everyone uses something different. Someone asked, could that include Nintendo? And they said, I've never heard a reason why we haven't ended up on the Wii U or 3DS. It just hasn't happened yet.
Yet.
Yeah, but that's weird because now there's going to be a Microsoft game on Nintendo consoles if that's the case.
Whatever.
Because remember, Microsoft does own it, and they already have a Microsoft. I'm assuming there's a logo of Microsoft on the Minecraft version of the PS4. Honestly,
Whatever.
it has to be. Like, it's just weird. Like,
entering a new era, man.
Yeah, there used to be separate things. Now they're just all in one. That's just weird for me. I don't know. I can't get. I was a Sonic and Mario. Like, you know what I mean? Like that type. It was weird. Like, it's still weird to me to see Sonic and Mario in like the same games. Like, not just Smash Bros, but like,
the Olympics.
Like the Olympics and other games. Like, I don't know. But you know what though? They should do a freaking Sonic versus Mario side scroller game. Like, there really should be that type of game. But that's just me. All right. So Pokemon and Pokken stuff. The Koto talked about this mysterious Pokemon. Which could be a new Zygarde form.
Yeah.
Do you know about this?
I do. Koro had because the new Hoopa movie is set to come out soon.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like what they do when they advertise the movies, like they show you a very small piece, and then a few months later, they show you a little bigger piece, and then it just keeps growing and growing until you're just like the original one you saw like 4 months ago is completely useless because it's like this whole new thing. It's like that. Yeah, that's nothing.
That's garbage now.
But they showed off in the magazine a mysterious new Pokemon, but all of us Pokeheads think that it's Zygarde, a form of Zygarde, because people did, of course, data mine.
Yeah.
Or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, they found Hoopa that way.
They found Hoopa that way. They did that in X and Y.
Yeah.
They found Hoopa,
okay.
Diancie, and the other one that's not out yet. I always forget his name.
Yeah. But
anyway, they found the other one, and they found that by through data mining. But they data mined Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and they found 2 special moves for Zygarde that no one's ever seen. And so they're like, is this going to be kind of like, a transformation thing? Because people who don't know, Mega Rayquaza happens because of Dragon's Descent. It needs to know the move Dragon's Descent in order to Mega Evolve. It's the only one that doesn't have a stone. So people are thinking maybe one of these 2 moves makes Zygarde Mega Evolve or something. I don't know. Interesting.
But that's the rumor that you are right. They are coming to the conclusion that it is
And
Zygarde.
by like, it's just a shadowy figure with like diamonds, with like a diamond pattern on its head or something.
Yeah, like 3 little diamonds.
Which when you look at Zygarde, he kind of has diamond shapes on him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all likely, it's not a new Pokemon. I can guarantee there's nothing new. And it's like 99.9% a Zygarde form.
Gotcha.
Which is going to be cool because Zygarde's kind of shit.
There you go.
Zygarde is kind of bad, and this might
helps.
make him viable.
Yeah, that helps. There you go. And then one last thing, Pokken tournament. We talked about the other new characters from before, but it looks like Blaziken has been confirmed for Pokken as well. So there we go. I know you're liking that.
The true fighter.
That is true. But that's about it for Nintendo stuff. I think I'm just looking through and see if I had anything else to Nintendo before we like make a mistake and just cut this now and just go. We never go ever. No, that's it. So we'll see you in the next part, which is not about Nintendo. It'll be all about all the other gaming and stuff. So we'll see you then.
Cheers.